Hello there. I'm Shane with Precision Turf. We're back on it again. This is video 3, episode 3 of hiring and getting people into your business. So we've talked about always hiring, always recruiting. We've talked about different bonus programs. And today we're going to walk you through an actual Facebook ad that we use to help us recruit talent. Here we go. And we're back. All right, so let's hop in here on the computer and I'll walk you through an actual ad. So here we go. We're jumping in. This is what we've done. So what we've done is taken some things from what other successful lawn care companies do and then add our own little spin to it. This was the last ad that we ran and it seemed to work pretty well. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to lay out what we're hiring for. Precision Turf is looking for one lawn care technician. I'd love to have a better name for that, like a creative name for a lawn care technician. It's basically the helper on the truck, something that gives them like value into what they're doing. So if you guys have any ideas, link it in the comments or type it out in the comments below. Must have experience in lawn care. And listen, I want to sell this job, but I don't want to sell it short. And we want to explain what we're doing here. Lawn care is tough. It's hot, dirty, and exhausting sometimes. However, it's a hugely rewarding at the same time. So we're scaring away the people who really don't want to do it, and we're inviting the people who are willing to accept a challenge. It's a great feeling and a sense of accomplishment to look at a lawn that you just finished and be satisfied with your work. So we're reiterating how satisfying and how rewarding this job can be. If you want to work in a positive environment where you matter and are encouraged, we encourage you to apply. Okay, we're encouraging. This is what we do. How you can fit into what we do, a positive environment. Our company is growing, and there will be plenty of opportunity for you to grow as a leader and move up. So that explains to them that there will be opportunities to make more money. Working as a team is one of our top priorities. If you don't work well with others and just look out for yourself, or if you typically just hop from company to company for pay raises, please don't apply. So we're trying to eliminate the type of people that we really don't want, that won't fit in well with the culture that we have here. We have plenty of opportunity for somebody that wants to work in this industry. However, if somebody's just looking to hop, we don't want that. So let's try to let people self-eliminate themselves before we actually have to spend our time eliminating somebody that comes in. If you're ready to put your mind to something, grow as a person, move up in a company, then let's go. It's not just about lawn care, because that's going back to what's your real purpose behind what you're doing here. Why are you actually cutting grass? We're not cutting grass just to cut grass. What is your why? What is your purpose? It's not just about lawn care. It's about getting better every day and teaching others around you how to do the same. We're looking for those who are ready to be set apart. Are you ready? Okay. Challenge. Challenge is out there. Can you accept that challenge? Requirements. Professional lawn care experience, good attitude, coachable, reliable, and a valid driver's license. Now, at the bottom of this ad here, we do put pay. Our pay scales are changing. We basically are paying now from $12 to $18 an hour based on experience and how well you work with others and how well you lead others. But you do want to put that in there so that also people can self-eliminate themselves. If they cannot work for $12 an hour, they will not apply. And so a lot of people will say you can't live on $12 an hour. Well, I beg to differ because I've lived on a lot less than that before. So it's possible. But if they can't live on $12 an hour, totally fine. We don't want to discourage somebody. We want to encourage them to work here, but encourage them to work here based on our standards. Now let's talk about requirements. And here we go. We're going to switch views. And we're back. So we just showed you the Facebook ad that we run, and I'll give you some numbers here in a second to tell you what to expect. But you can set that up on your Facebook business page as an actual application that somebody has to fill out. And so they'll fill that out with experience and all that stuff, and you'll look through that. First thing you need to do is read their application. Now, once you read their application, what you want to look for is just set your own parameters of what you want to look for. Do you want to look at work experience? the history. How long have they been somewhere? Have they had another lawn care job? Now, I'm going to go back to our application says requires experience, but we don't always hire people with experience. In fact, recently, we've been hiring people with no to little lawn care experience. Now, I'll say, and you guys know this, you ladies know this, everybody, that people will say they have lawn care experience when they really don't. They may have mowed their uncle's yard for a year, but never commercially. So that comes into play. You need to find that out. So the next thing you need to do is if reading their application does not disqualify them, okay, you're looking for reasons to disqualify them. What you want to get is so many applications that you can go through and just disqualify people based on your expectations of what you're looking for before you have to use your time to dive in to find out more information. Because why waste the time, right? You don't have it. I don't have it. Why waste the time trying to turn somebody into something that they're not where you need them to be at the moment, okay? You guys don't want to waste your time. So if they pass your qualifications through their application, then you go on to the next. The next thing is to look them up on social media. How do they present themselves? Okay, this is important, right? We're not looking for squeaky clean people. Look, we're in the lawn care industry. Sometimes we have to hire people with a history. But if you hire people with history, you want to at least check their character out, right? So we want to see what kind of character they have, because we personally don't always hire people for what they know. We hire people for who they are. And who they are is less likely to change than what they know. We can teach them how we want to run our operations. We can't always teach them how to act. It just takes a long time and a lot of effort, and you may not have that time and effort and energy to put into that particular area of their life at this moment. We want to take them where they're at and get them to the next level. Think about it, people are our number one resource, okay? And so we need to start off with somebody who's qualified based on who they are. And we'll get into interview questions that kind of give you an idea of who somebody is. That'll be the next video. So look at the social media. Look at it. It's there. If it's public, look at it and see, is this the type of person that would fit into your industry? Now, if they don't have social media, or if they don't have anything on their Facebook page, they applied with Facebook, so they have a Facebook page. If there's nothing on there, okay, that has not disqualified them. Okay, you're looking for just like vulgarity and stuff that's outlandish and say, okay, the person's disqualified. All right, so now we're going to actually make a phone call. And what we're looking for in this phone call is, can they actually carry a conversation? You want somebody who can actually carry a conversation, because they will need to with your clients. When you talk to them on the phone, we're again trying to disqualify them from this operation. Again, you do not want to waste your time. Time is precious. You cannot get it back. You can make more money. You can't get any time back. So let's try to disqualify them. Go through that same thing again. Lawn care's hot, dirty. It's tiring. Sometimes you put in 10, 12-hour days. You're going to be worn out. What makes you think that you want to do this? And if they give you some bull honky answer, move on. You get to a point to where you can read through people's answers. You have to be, if you're going to be a business owner, you might as well be a psychologist. Okay? You better know people. You better understand how they act. All right, next. If they disqualify themselves, hey, thanks for your time. Appreciate you applying, but we're not going to move forward in your interview process. If we decide to change that, we'll let you know. Be upfront with people. Be upfront. They don't want to waste their time either. If they're not qualified based on your standards to work at your operation, and these are standards that you make, right? You're the only one who can make your standards for who you want to work for you, okay? If they don't qualify for those standards that you set yourself, write those down, then they don't need to work for you. Don't just get in the pickle of where we have been, or we're so in need of people to work for us, we will take anybody. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. Number one, they might not even show up. Number two, if they do show up, they may put you in a bind. They may handcuff you in your business. You cannot run an operation like that if you're always worried about whether somebody's going to show up, if they're going to do a good job, blah, 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 blah. And you would think that giving people leeway, your employees leeway, and giving them chance after chance after chance after chance would make them feel loyal to you in your business and make them want to stick around and help. It doesn't. I'm telling you from experience, we've been there. Have you ever been curled up in a fetal position? That's what Brandon Vaughn says on Map to a Million. Because you are so sick of employees dictating what you do on a day-to-day basis. They want structure. They want systems. They want discipline. They don't even really know it, but they want it. So listen to me. Put those things in place. Put those things in place, and then everything else will kind of start to work out. Now, we want to make these people jump through a few hoops to work here. Okay, so the next thing, into the conversation. Yeah, man, all right, great. So what we want to do next, Jimmy, we want to get a couple references. I'm not even making them fill out another application or do any kind of more paperwork or whatever. This is all we want. Make it simple. How well can they follow instructions? Hey, Jimmy, man, that sounds great, dude. I'd love to meet with you, but first, what we require is 2 references. Either we'd prefer a reference to be somebody that you've worked for before, your past 2 employers, or did you play any sports in high school? Are you a football player? Cool, man. What position did you play? Linebacker. Okay, cool. I bet you're in good shape if it hadn't been too long since you played. Well, cool. So what we can either get is a reference from your past work history, or have a coach. Give me a coach's number, okay? Anything. Somebody that they work for or played sports for. You want to see who they are, not what they know. So here's the crazy part. You want to know the numbers? Here's the numbers that we figured out. If you get 20 applications, of those 20, you're going to disqualify 8 to 10 of them based on their social media profile or their work history or their application or whatever. Gone. 10 gone. Let's just say 10. Okay, now we're left with 10. Now we go to making phone calls. Of those 10 that are left, 5 of those may answer their phone, reply to a text message. Hey, are you interested in the job? I'm just calling to get more information. You may have half of those left by now. Most likely you're going to go down to 4. So of who will answer a phone call, return a phone call. Most people don't even have voicemail set up anymore. So we're down to 4 out of 20 already, okay? So these are your top-notch people, the people who actually answer their phone or return a text message. Now we're down to 4, okay? Of those 4, when you ask for references, only 1 or 2 of those 4 will actually text you 2 references. And I'm not even talking about send me a reference with this guy's name, number, history, where you worked for him, how long you worked for. I'm saying somebody you've worked for or played sports for at some point in your life in the last 5 years. Okay? 1 or 2. It's a text message. Coach Jim, 903, blah, blah, blah. And Sally Fields, she's an actor. Blah, 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 here's her phone number. That's all we're looking for. Now, when you get those, let's say we got lucky and we're down to 2 out of 20, okay? 20. Now, when you run that ad on Facebook, you need to spend some money. So expect to spend about 200 to 300, expect to spend about 200 bucks for 20 applications. So about $10 an application to get in, okay? It's all about the numbers. It's all about the numbers. You're gonna get down to those 2. And those 2 actually send you, and if they send you references, their references are probably going to be good, but you're going to call them and make sure. And the kicker question to ask that person is, why do they no longer work for you? And if you could, would you hire them back? Okay? That's the 2 questions that you need to ask them. You can ask them more if you want to, but the 2, why do they no longer work for you? And would you hire them back if you could? If you get some good answers on that, get them in. Get them in now. Do not wait. This is like that lawn care job that if you're first to bid, you'll get them in here. Let's go. Okay. Something else that I want to talk about is, those numbers are hard, right? We got 20 applications, and we got 1 or 2 people coming in for an actual interview. It's pretty terrible, right? But we as business owners have to get out of the mindset that this is too hard. If it's too hard, don't do it. Stay on one crew and that you can manage. Or don't do it. Go to work for somebody else. Because if you're a hustler and you're having trouble getting people and you're sick and tired of managing people and trying to get people on the door, maybe it's not for you, but you'll be a dang good employee because the competition out there right now can't even fill out an application, can't return a call, can't return a text. Like, the competition's not hard. You can go out and make $100,000 a year. Easy, just by doing what you say you'll do, when you say you'll do it, how you say you'll do it. That's it. It's not hard to win. So this is just a little encouragement if you're just fed up with running your own business. There's plenty of opportunities out there. I'm telling you, if there's not in your area, come to Texas. It's so much easier to get new clients in this business than it is to get steady people to work for you. Okay, we get them in for an interview. You schedule it, and they actually show up. That's another problem. You know it. We have to quit complaining. Don't complain. You wanted this. I wanted this. The excuse of there aren't people out there that want to work is not a legitimate excuse anymore. All that does is plant something in our brain that says, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's limiting beliefs. I can't do it. I can't find people. Poor me. Oh my goodness. How am I going to get all this work done with no people? Quit. We have to stop. The excuses are done. Okay? When COVID first happened and all this stuff changed and everything, our world got turned upside down, sure, we have to make adjustments. If you're a business owner, roll with it, okay? Yeah, there's a little time of like, hey, I got to figure this out, or like, this sucks, or whatever. But like, yeah, let's push through, okay? Let's put our mind to work and get through it. Okay, so that wraps up this portion of the Facebook hiring process. In the next video, we're going to go over what questions to ask them and how to qualify them in person, okay? And they may not even get hired at that point. You may have just gotten 20 applications to get 2 people in the door that you're not going to hire. But hopefully, by getting references and stuff, you'll find out more about their character. You know what, daggone, I always tell myself to ask for you guys to like, share, subscribe, all those things. I always say, do it in my head. Do it in the middle of the video. Because nobody's still here. But I'm still here, so I'm going to ask you. If you're getting value from this content, please hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. Remember, love God, love others, and let your work reflect that. We'll catch you on the next one.